all you beautiful people out there. I am Mrs. Realistic. Welcome back to the channel. We are finally getting to some more Sabaton, and 1916 has been the top requested song to check out. Originally by Motorhead. This is, of course, about the Battle of Somme, which was the British and the French against the German army in World War I. It lasted for 141 days and was considered the deadliest battle in human history. A very somber song, but I am really looking forward to seeing Sabaton's version. If you like what I do, please don't forget to like and subscribe, drop a comment down below, click the bell for notifications so that you will always know when another video comes out. And without further ado, let's check it out.
"16 years old when I went to the war to fight for a land fit for heroes.
Children.
God on my side and a gun in my hand, chasing my days down to zero. And I marched and I fought and I bled and I died, and I never did get any older. But I knew at the time that a year in the line was a long enough life for a soldier. We all volunteered and we wrote down our names, and we added 2 years to our ages. Eager for life and ahead of the game, ready for history's pages. And we brawled and we fought and we fought till we stood 10,000 shoulder to shoulder. Our thirst for the hun, we were food for the gun, and that's what you are when you're soldiers.
Motorhead.
I heard my friend cry, and he sank to his knees, coughing blood as he screamed for his mother. And I fell by his side, and that's how we died, clinging like kids to each other. And I lay in the mud and the guts and the blood, and I wept as his body grew colder. And I called for my mother, and she never came, though it was
Wow, that was absolutely heartbreaking. You know, it was half the time these were little kids going to war, and as it said, adding 2 years to their age just so that they could go and fight. You know, it's a completely different time. What do we hear from this same age group now? They get offended by everything, they get upset by words, and these were young men out there putting their life on the line and dying for, what did it say, an extra 6 miles of territory. It's absolutely devastating. What did it say? An entire generation wiped out. I like how they have at the end here given credit to the 1916 townspeople, and then they had something like the 1930 something townspeople, and they have all of what would normally be seen as extras listed, which is really cool to see that they're giving credit to everybody. You know, I have a 16-year-old right now. Granted, she's a girl and she would probably not be drafted, but I cannot imagine sending off my 16-year-old child to fight a war, hand-to-hand combat, and with no training. That's what happens when I watch videos like this. I just picture my own children. My oldest son is 13 years old, and 3 years from now, that would have been him back in 1916. So it's something that I can't even fathom. I thank all of our veterans and our soldiers out there. These people put their lives on the line, literally. War is just such a horrible thing, and every life lost is so tragic. And then there are also those lives that come back from war, totally different people, and then they suffer from PTSD for the rest of their lives. And back then, I think I mentioned in the last video, you know, back then they didn't have any idea what PTSD was, or shell shock, or what they called it, you know, back in the 50s. There was no treatment for it. So men killed themselves or they became alcoholics just to deal with that and to try to numb that trauma that they had from seeing such horrific things. Thankfully, there is more awareness now about PTSD, and I think that veterans out there, active duty, people who have seen these atrocities, that should be top priority. These men get left behind. That is also a tragedy. So all of you out there, I thank you for your service. I hope everybody out there is having a wonderful day. And as I always say, we'll see you in the next one. Peace.